Have you ever thought about ending up as a Bond girl? And what was the situation like when you were first approached, and why and how did you make the decision?
I've never thought I could be a Bond girl one day because, after Blue is the Warmest Color, my film,
I watched that long movie.
Yes, a very long movie. It was not. I was kind of surprised that they asked me to be part of it. I mean, to do the casting, because it was not an offer. It was first I had to do this casting, which I ruined actually, because I was very shy and I lost the lines and I had like a panic attack. So so it was not so a very good start. But then I did it again, and I had the chance to meet Sam.
Mm-hmm.
And at this moment, we really. I mean, it was very interesting, and then he told me about the character, but I was not able to read the script. I had to wait, so I didn't really know the character, but I knew the main lines, I would say, and then I started the rehearsals and everything with the actors, and it was great.
Mm-hmm. And could you introduce about your role to the Chinese audience?
Yes.
Madeleine
So my
Swan?
character is Madeleine Swan. She's a doctor. She's very smart. She can protect herself. She knows how to hide. She doesn't really like the world of the James's world. She doesn't want to do anything with him and this life, because she's the daughter of an assassin, and so when she meets him, she's not in love, and then she falls for him, and it's a very romantic relationship that they have.
Mm-hmm. So this role is quite emotional, particularly psychologically demanding. Did you have a challenge to present this role?
Yes, because it's an action film, and Sam told me that he wanted her to be at each appearance. She needed to be impactful. Say that.
Mm-hmm.
So every time it needed to be intense every time, and also it was important that we believe in this love story, because we're not used to see James Bond as romantic, So it needed to work between Daniel and me, and we made it work.
And did you have a good time together when you?
Yeah, it was great, really great, and we had a lot of fun. Really, he's very funny, and sometimes it's hard work, because it's been 8 months shooting, but the fact that we got along so well, it really made things easier.
Mm-hmm. So there are a lot of actions and movements in the movie. So what's the toughest one for you? Like physically challenging?
Maybe the toughest was to jump, because I'm afraid of heights.
That's in which location?
It was in London.
Okay.
No, just I had to jump. There's this big jump. I don't know if you remember, but this was quite difficult because.
I remember.
I did it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I really did.
So how tall was that?
8 meters.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this was not so easy, but then I was with James.
So also in the movie that you have several pretty stunning outfits. So which one is your favorite?
I love the green dress in the train.
Mm-hmm. Who is the designer? Who is your stylist?
The costume designer of the film. She made all the clothes, and her name. She's French.
Mm-hmm.
And, she has very good taste, and she designed the dress.
Mm-hmm. And this is not your first time to work with Christoph Waltz. So how's that difference from last time?
The first time he was starting also, and me too, in a way. And I was quite. I remember him very well. I was very intrigued by him. He was so good. I remember I was very scared I have this little scene, you know, in the film,
Yeah.
Tarantino's film.
Yeah.
And I was very scared of him, and he was so good. He was so good. And then to see him again, now he's a superstar, but to see him again, it's always so great to work with him. I mean, working with him. He's a great, brilliant actor.
He said the same thing to you. He said last time when he saw you, you were a little girl, and now you become a star as well.
Yeah, yeah. But no, but it's great to see him, and it's really an actor there that I admire.
So the last question: if you have to choose your favorite shooting location, which one are you going?
I have to say London because I don't like the heights. I don't like the heat. Mm-hmm. So I love London.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever wish to become a Bond girl when you were in your 20s or 30s?
But yes, I think is a dream of so many actresses to be in a Bond tradition, because actually I have so much respect for the Bond girls. I'm thinking about so many different roles that I've seen in the past. I'm thinking about Famke Janssen when she plays the bad girl, and all those different roles played by Eva Green, Sophie Marceau, Ali Berry, Rosamund Pike. So there is always something that is iconic. And all those actresses, even though they play different roles, there is one characteristic that is always the same, is that they have a strong femininity. And I said yes to this James Bond because, first of all, I wanted to work with Sam Mendes. And of course, it was such a big pleasure to be close to Daniel Craig, because he's such a gentleman, not just as a James Bond, but also in life. And sometimes it's difficult to get intimate with someone that you don't know, but with him it was very easy.
Mm-hmm. So were you very surprised when you first approached for this role, and what was the situation, and how you make the decision? Quickly?
Yes, very quick. I met Sam Mendes in London, and he explained to me that he was looking for a woman, very mature woman. And he said to me, for the first time, I want a woman that is an adult woman, close to James Bond. And actually, he created for this character a dark atmosphere around her. And in the film, she really looks 50 years old. It's not someone that is 50 and looks 40. And because I think he wanted to show her sadness and loneliness, someone they want to get out and she doesn't know how, and she really needs James Bond. And I said yes because even though it's not a long moment in the movie, but is a key role, because she's going to give information to James Bond, and through those informations, actually, the mission can begin.
Mm-hmm. So do you think there is any revolutionary meaning to have a mature Bond girl or even Bond lady?
Yes, I think there is something that is new concept, because in the film we can see that even though she doesn't have the perfection of the youth anymore, but still she has some sensuality, some femininity, and so maybe it's a new way to look women and actresses. So it's something very modern, and it's beautiful to see those two different femininity. Lucia, always in black, she represents the past, a woman that doesn't know how to get out from her reality, and Madeleine, always in white, she represents the modernity, the future, a woman that is into action, and actually in some moments she's going to save James Bond.
Mm-hmm. So in this movie that you worked with other Bond girl, so how is the relationship? Does it work well with each other?
Girls?
Yeah.
I love women. So for me, women are my inspiration. and I respect women for their intelligence. I admire them for their beauty. I had amazing women around me in my life, my mother, and so many other, my grandmothers. And if today I do movies, it's because I was inspired by all those amazing actresses that I saw in so many movies, Italian movies and foreigner movies. So, you know, women are my inspiration.
Mm-hmm. So when you had the shoot in Rome, so do you feel very comfortable that in your home country?
Yeah, because Rome is, for me, one of the most beautiful cities in the world. And for me, Rome represents a special light because I gave birth in Rome to my daughters,
Wow.
both of them. And so Rome is a city of dream for me. And actually there are so many beautiful scenes in Rome, those action scenes, special, amazing moments with cars, and these beautiful moments I had with Daniel when we fighting and we kissing each other, and the scene looks like a tango, like a dance. And Sam Mendes is so precise. He knows what he wants. So as an actor, you feel really protected.
Mm-hmm. So this role is quite emotional, quite emotion demanding. So is there any challenges when you shoot a particular scene that you feel quite difficult?
But what is difficult is exciting. Because there is nothing more terrible for an actor to be bored, you know. So when I say yes to a role, actually I need to feel them a bit scared, because this kind of feeling makes me feel that I have some adrenaline inside me, and of course it was a big responsibility to work with a great director as Sam Mendes, to be close with a great actor like that, and Daniel Craig is someone that is so generous, and with him was so easy.
Mm-hmm. So it must be feeling very good that you tick the box that you become a Bond girl.
Yeah, because I have so much respect for this tradition. And actually, is a tradition of Bond is something that is so huge, not just in England but all over the world, and it's incredible how the time goes by and the franchise becomes more and more successful.